So, hello and welcome to the show. This is Beyond Barriers Unscripted. My name is Randy Owen, and I am an instructor at Society for the Blind. I teach technology, and one of the things that I've learned over the years, being an instructor, being a teacher, is a big part of the job is to be a student and listening. And I get reminded every now and then by my students how important listening skills are. So today I want to introduce Dr. Shelley Goldsby. How you doing, Shelley?
Hi, Randy. I'm doing fantastic.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am a PhD psychologist. I hold a MSW, Master's in Social Work, and I have a BA in Early Childhood Development and Sociology. I have a K through 12 teaching credential, and I have an MBA. I am a single female, and I have one child. And my passion is foster care and building families and assisting families in resolving trauma-based issues. I love reading. So it's been really great that the Victor's been introduced to me, because for 10 years I was unable to read a book. So I'm just in seventh heaven now with being able to do that. I'm compassionate about the kind of work that I do. I'm warm, sensitive, and I love gardening.
Cool. Very good. I've noticed, working with you, I remember one time, I was like, okay, Shelley, I want you were asking me about the sail command in JAWS. And I was kind of, okay, we'll do it. And give me one item out of that paragraph that you just read. And you recited like 5 or 6 things. And it was, I just, that's what I was kind of referring to in the intro, was listening, and what a valuable skill that is. How do you feel about active listening skills?
I think they're really important. In fact, rote memory and listening skills were the 2 combinations that carried me through my professional work when my eyes were unable. So I think listening skills, and it's not something that you just get. It's something that you have to train yourself to do, because most of us want to regurgitate or give you information as opposed to listen to what you're saying.
What do you hold, valuable that you've learned over the last 6 months?
I believe that learning takes place with having a relationship with people. So I think the most valuable thing that I am learning is that there are other people who are highly skilled in listening and helping you move through stuff. And so, and patient with it,
Yeah. If someone was just starting out, and they wanted to even see if they want to be a helper and work with other folks, how would you recommend going about that? What, maybe some classes at a JC or some kind of resources you would refer them to? Or
well, I always recommend that you test it out first. So I suggest that you go and do an internship and see how you feel about it, how you feel about what skills you can assess that you have. And then I would also say go into the junior college and take one of those inventory tests that talks about what you're best suited for. For the most part, it kind of outlines who you are. And then see how you feel about it. If you get irritated with people real easy, then maybe you're not a people person. Maybe you can't do people. Maybe you can't work with people who want to tell you their problems all the time, or who are stuck, or who are emotionally unavailable. And so I would say figure out where your skill set is. see what you lean towards. If you lean more towards hands-on and fixing stuff, maybe human services is not the gig for you.
One of the things they teach you in the ethics class is just kind of step out of the way and let that person be who they are and do what they do.
And so you have to do that, you know, and that's like sometimes still one of the hardest things that I can do. And I've been working in this arena since I was like 16, and I'm 66. So sometimes that's the hardest thing even now for me to do. I just have to zip my lips and just let it be okay. You know, let people find their way and me not find their way for you, because it's okay to make mistakes, you know?
Yeah, I'm a big believer that's how many of us learn is,
right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like to reinvent the wheel, so.
What's something you would like to see happen at the Society for the Blind?
I really would like to see the Society for the Blind implement a mental health piece.
What would that look like?
It would probably look like whatever they want it to look like, what they're willing to do. But one of the things that I've noticed since I've been at Society for the Blind is that a lot of the students, and I just sit in that lunchroom or that little room that they have us sit in waiting for our next class. So every now and then I sit in there, but for the most part, I go for a walk or something different. But when I'm sitting in there, I really hear when the students are talking about issues in their lives and their struggles with being blind, and, you know, all the stuff that's going on for them, the lack of support that they have, et cetera, and how they're struggling with it, and what emotional, sometimes depression. And so I think that that mental health piece would be important. My emotional space is just all over the place. I was coming out of all kind of trauma. And I have a pretty good support system, and I'm pretty okay most of the time. But even at that it took away from my ability to excel academically there, to really grasp everything, because I was just dealing with so much, and I was just trying to survive. I used to tell Jill, you know, I feel like the cat. You know how that cat hangs like this?
Don't let go.
That's how I felt. And I was like, okay. And it just, you know, things just kept happening. And then it smoothed out. And then I could see myself start to move academically there. You know, I could start seeing myself being able to do things a lot better.
I think that's vital for a student to be able to measure their progress. You can't replace it.
Well, it certainly slows the process down when you're not emotionally stable.
Yeah. Shortly after I met you, remember the tree fell in your backyard and wiped out your backyard and your fence and your electrical panel, and it's like, wow.
I know, I was in a hotel room for 20 days.
Yeah, I remember that. You kept your cool through all of it, because I know you had some kind of, you know, you had some bumps and challenges along the way.
I had a lot of bumps and challenges.
But you persevered.
I had 3 relatives that died back to back. Oh my God, it was, whew.
Yeah.
It was over the top. And I have to say thank you, Randy, because you were really, really incredibly supportive and helpful, and you just kept checking in with me.
Thank you. So the $60,000 question: where do you see yourself a year from now?
Oh my goodness. Well, Hopefully I am pretty fluent and have enough skills to continue to work with building my braille so that I'm fluent in reading and writing braille. That's really super important to me because I know that I'm going to be without vision here. And I don't want to be illiterate, and I've just really struggled with this braille piece. I hope to be able to do everything I need to do on this computer, Zoom, troubleshoot the computer. But I think in a year, I should be where I need to be with technology and with being able to be self-sufficient. And I think I may have shared with you that I wrote this Alta Regional program that, by the way, was accepted and adopted. And
right on.
I know I don't see myself implementing it before 2000, maybe July 2021, or even at the end because of the virus. I just can't see moving out there just yet. So what I've been doing is just putting everything in place, all the paperwork, all the forms, setting up everything, just getting ready to go when it's time to execute. Also, I get a lot of calls to do consultant work to come back, and I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm exceptional, I think, in trainings, and so the county and the state have called to ask me to develop some programs, and I'm writing this book on intensive services for foster parents. So I see myself being able to pull it all together and going in the new direction I'm going. But I really want to say thank you to the Blind Society. I never forget the day that Shane called me and said, well, I wanted to call you before I headed to the Christmas party. And I thought, oh my God, he's going to his Christmas party. Would he take the time out to call me to say, you know, we're gonna be gone for a while, but you're priority on my list, and just talk to me. And Brandy, she's just an amazing living skills instructor, you know, but she's just really worked with me with stuff. And so I just owe a lot to the Blind Society for believing in me and supporting me.